And take it away,
Hello,
Annie, on the mobile.
Happy Health Habits Tribe, Happy Health Habits Happy Hour, July 15th, midway. I can't believe it's July 15th
I can't either.
already. I'm on my mobile. No, sorry, the background, I'm outer limits in my mobile here. Kind of funny with my feather earrings on. It kind of doesn't go, but it's okay.
Well, I don't know. It's you're
It
flying and
goes.
you're on a road
You're
trip and
fine.
you're
Yes.
out
It's it's
bouncing off a satellite.
it's all out there. It's all out there. My feather earrings and everything. So excited to be with you girls today. I'm in Minnesota, so I am not able to stay on the whole time. I've got another meeting to run to, but I wanted to at least stay for the top of the first half here today, because
Good.
Monday night is because we're all in a big transition, and we are in, whether you know it or not, we're in a reset in our company, and it's really getting exciting. So it's going to be Outer Limits fun, and they talked about it on Monday night. I don't know if did anybody see the recording?
No,
Carrie saw it.
not
Betty,
yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
Sharon,
Not yet.
did you see it yet? Do you see it, Sharon? She's probably eating lunch. She's got her mouth full too,
The Monday
Kathy.
night, let's talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on.
Okay, good. So, so yeah, so I'm up here kind of fulfilling on my purpose in life and making sure that I see all my people that matter to me up here, and make time, right? We have to make time because we only have the same 1440 minutes a day, so we got to make time. So this is one of my make time trips, and it's never convenient or easy when you travel, but it's one of those things that's warming it's my heart home, and I'm seeing a lot of people that matter most to me, and doing a lot of reflecting. It happens to be mid-year, right? July 15th, it's mid-year. And new changes are coming with the company. And next Thursday, we will have a new name. We will not be Optavia anymore. Optavia, the company, won't be anymore. Happy Health Habits and Happy Health Habits Happy Hour will remain the same. That
Okay.
is my business. That is it's been my business name for a long time. So that's where Happy Health Habits comes from. So I just want to get some clarity for everyone who's watching, Monday night recording or watching this recording, just to kind of clear up, where things are going. I did that a little bit last week, but just wanted to clarify that Happy Health Habits Happy Hour is always going to be around. Habits of Health, the book and the life book, never, ever, ever going away. Let me repeat,
Good.
6 macro habits and habits of health never go away. We are always in
Good.
some
Good.
place and form mastering that, okay? So
Good.
no worries about that, just to clarify for anyone recording. And your same products that you're getting with you're still going to be ordering from the same place. You're going to get the same products. There are going to be some new ones, new protocols, and new focus on not weight loss. We know what we have works for weight loss, but we know that everyone falls out of the wagon when they get to after reset. They fall out at refine and renew. And so we're really focusing in on how to maximize, refine, and renew, and also turn the heat up on reset, and get at that visceral fat twice as fast. And I don't know all the details with the protocols and things yet, but that's coming, like I said. So that's really exciting. So they're turning up the dials on all of that, all of it. Um, and you don't know this, but our science, the fat loss and the science of the 5-in-1 and the every 2 to 3 hours and the fuelings with the nutrient density and low calories, that's been around for 30 years, you guys. 30 years. So the science, hi Jolie. So the science works, and it's been working. So they're just up in the game on that. But there's been a lot of there's been an evolution over time with that, with since they started out. And initially it was just to kind of Monday night, they talked about the evolution, and all the big coaches that we love were on. So go back and watch that. The Amber was on, Nancy was on, Mike and Amy were on, Chris, our bike rider, what's his name? Craig Blanchett, right? So all our favorites were on telling their story about having been around for a really long time and watching the evolution of where we are now. And so it's really great for background. So I really recommend that you understand the background of how we've come to be who we are and who we're going to be, who the Optavia is going to shift into next Thursday. Put the 23rd on your calendar because they're going to have a reveal for everybody on Thursday. They're finding out at convention tomorrow what the new name that will replace Optavia is, and then the next Thursday on the 23rd, it will be company wide. So you'll be able to find out, and we'll all find out. So that'll be really fun. Next Thursday, the 23rd, it'll be 7 p.m. But as they were talking about their evolution, as they've been going through this journey, I was really dumbfounded because I could literally have been every single one of the people that told their story. A part or a piece of everyone's story was really a part of mine, and I wanted to challenge you all to watch it and see which part of the coaches' stories and the leaders' stories have been your story also, because what I found out is we are no different, and it had me in tears because we're all so alike. And don't you think, Sharon, if you watched it? Jolie, did you watch Monday?
I did not. I was gone.
Okay. Well, we're all so alike, and I was just kind of going down memory lane and getting nostalgic and kind of, like they were all getting a little teary-eyed, and wow, here we go on another transition, and change is fun and exciting, but it's kind of sad too when we close one chapter and we open another. So they were going through their story. Well, it occurs to me, you guys, that when I was in chiropractic practice up in Minnesota, someone approached me about getting doing a program called Take Shape for Life in my office. And Take Shape for Life was the very the birthplace, or the beginning of what is now the Habits of Health book and our life book. So Betty, it was called Take Shape for Life before, and it was just a manual. And isn't that something? So
Yes.
someone approached me about it when I was back in practice, and I said, nah, and I poo-pooed it, right? Absolutely poo-pooed it. It was not ready. We have to be in the right place to get to do that, and I was not ready. And for me, or for my practice, well, looking back, boy, I wish I woulda. It's kind of like the body comp scans. I wish I would have had that a long time ago, but no, I wasn't ready at the time. So I realized that, and 9 years ago when I started in this, I was in between losing my thyroid from cancer and having my liver out. I was in between those surgeries, having my liver half taken out because I had the 10-pound tumor in my liver. And so that's when I started. I was in between those two major life-ish two major life deals. And that's when I started, and that's when I was really at the bottom for me, and I was just reflecting on what everyone said in my journey, and just wanted to tell you, a little bit about my story, because I was at a place when I came to this where I was really sick to death of myself, and I was praying for a lobotomy. I was having organs removed. I was a very sick person. I wasn't well, and I didn't have all my macro habits together, y'all. I did not in any way, shape, or form. And I was so out, my mindset piece was so out to lunch. I needed a lobotomy. I was praying for, God to give me a new brain so I could run away from my habits, because my old habits kept me in conflict all the time because I kept failing. I'd win and fail and win and fail. Anybody been there? You guys been there? Raise your hand. Win and fail, win and fail. And I was so sick of it. I was really looking for real solutions. So I became ready. And between those surgeries, I was really ready. I wanted something that was going to be permanent. And then in comes Dr. Anderson with his Habits of Health and the 6 macro habits. And I looked at it like, where have you been all my life? You had me at hello. And it was so easy. And I just kept, one chapter at a time implementing in my life. And then here comes all you guys, because I shared it with you. But, I was looking for something personally, but then also was looking for something professionally, which you mostly know. And what was I going to do with my life after I sold my business? So that fit that piece too. Amy had said something, the other Amy, she talked about her story about how she realized that she lived in the drama triangle. That was her whole life. She was always in the drama triangle, and I really identified with that piece. Grew up in the drama triangle, didn't know what it was, but it was real clear when I got with the books and Dr. Anderson. And I always felt like Jennifer always says, I love the life book because it's like Dr. A in my living room, and he's talking directly to me. You hear her say that a lot, right, Betty? And I felt the same way when I started reading the life book, because it was just, he was right there, holding his hand out saying, walk this way, one page at a time. And I did. And you all know now that it's all about emotional management, and it's all about learning how to master the 6 inches between our ears. So grateful for that. So grateful. I mean, I'm just a whole new person from learning to work those steps. Nancy, the other gal, the black hair, she's kind of a little audacious. I love her. She said she started when she was 46, and I guess that's when I was too. And she talked about her binge eating and her closet eating and all that stuff. And she was constantly on a diet and off a diet. And now she says, which I loved this. She said, you're never off. You're never off a plan. You're always on your healthy habits. So this off thing doesn't exist, because you're always on. If you want your health, you're always on top of your health plan, whatever your plan is. So you're always on your plan. And it doesn't mean you're on a diet, but you're always on working your plan. So I liked how she talked about that. The science of the reset, Dr. Mike talked about a little bit about the refine and renew process, where we don't want people dropping out. They're going to make some real concerted efforts there. And that you can be made new. I'm proof of it. I've been made new. Betty, I think you're a new person, aren't you, since you started?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Brand new.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Sharon is new. Jolie, I saw that picture, your before and after. Oh my goodness, that's a new person, right? So we've all been made new, and I love, if you're a Bible reader, go to 2 Peter 3:1-5, 3:13, or Revelation 21:1. It's that scripture that talks about I'm making all things new. Yeah. And I love that, because we are new. We are new. We may not be done. We may not be done yet, right, Carrie? We're not done yet, Jolie, but we are new. We're new. And Kathy, I'm so glad you came back. You're not done yet. You can be made new. And so, if you like to look up those scriptures, I love that, because Mike was talking about it. And he said something that gravitated to me too, was that that I wanted to point out today, was that he said, bad habits die hard, or bad habits are hard to break, but good habits are also hard to break. And I thought about that. Good habits are hard to break, just as hard as bad habits are to break. Does anybody have a good habit that's hard to break? Anybody? Can you think of one now that's hard to break? Like you never not do it? Anybody? How about you, Sharon?
There's some things that it's like, if I don't do that, then my day just isn't going right. Like I get up and I self-regulate and I do a scripture for the day, and then I thought, okay, go into my protein for breakfast, and because I just know that's how I work. So I feed my mind and my body. Yeah. But I do it intentionally, but it's such a habit now.
Yeah.
That's if I don't do it, then best.
My day ain't right.
Yeah, you're frazzled. You're frazzled. Yeah.
Yeah. So you make sure get your butt up and you do it because you know that it's a good habit, then you're going to
Like,
have a good day.
yeah, I know. It too. You
Yeah.
just get up and do a certain few steps, and you go here, you go there, you do this. I turn the light on, I move this over to there. There's just it, it's what,
See?
and you do it. And if you don't do it, then I got to go back and do it. And you're back,
Something's
and then
not something's
you're
not
off
right.
all day. You're off all
You're off.
day
Yep. See, now
because
that's a good habit that's hard to break. You know you've anchored it when your habit is hard to break and you have to go back. That is a huge win. High 10, girl. That's huge.
yes,
Anything you can think of that you have to go back and do now, you have to do that thing. Round of applause, because
yeah.
that
There's
that is that is that that means it's really anchored in there, and you really, it's really anchored. And what's funny is when I left town to come up to Minnesota, I left my husband at home, and I said, I'm going to take a break from working out. I'm not going to bring my weights this week, and I'm not going to take my band, and so I'm going to take a break. And he snickered and laughed and said under his breath, "Yeah, right."
that's true. That's true.
Don't you know, before I left, I couldn't leave without my resistance band. I had to pick up the weights. I put them in the car. He was so right. He
Yeah.
totally called me out because I'm like, I can't not have my weight, but I was convinced I was going to take a break. What? That is not a thing. It is
It
just
does,
not
yeah,
a
it
thing.
doesn't work. You'd
Yeah.
be looking for a soup can at someone's house just because you need
Yeah.
something to
Yeah,
like.
yeah, because it showed me that I have a habit that's hard to break. So anyway, I thought that was kind of funny because he was not
And
on
he
board
knows
with
you.
what. Yeah, it was funny. And so anyway, so be thinking about all your little wins, and I encourage you, we're all in evolution. I encourage you to always take a pause, sit down and write down what your wins are, have that list, right? You guys, of positive, negative. Here's what it used to, how bad it used to be. Here's the good side. So you can see them, pile up on the good side, because I think you'll see yourself come full circle, and your life become made new, right in front of you, one little win at a time, right? And one little non-scale victory at a time. And so I just encourage you to do that inside this season where this, this evolution, I guess, is occurring, to with yourself. And I'm excited. I'm excited about it for everybody, because it's always good to get out, when you purge your stuff at home. It's always good to kind of get rid of some old stuff and get it out of your life so you can start fresh, right? So it's good. Not that this has been bad, but it's always good when we have something fresh and new and fun. So that this is going to be neat to see this unfold. So exciting times. Anybody want to share, kind of reflecting on your journey? I would invite us to share a little bit of a reflection where you were when you started and where you are now. I would love to hear, for as much time as I have left, um, kind of some aha moments about your journey, just off the cuff. If you have a thought, or if you want to take some time to think about it, certainly write it down. Anybody want to share? Kat, I don't know, I haven't talked to you a long time, Kathy, but how about you, Betty or Jolie? Jolie, you've had Sharon, I know. Anybody want to share?
Sure, I'll just share real quick. I wrote it down because I'm kind of on call to leave. If I have to leave, I have to leave.
Oh,
But
okay, good.
and I probably won't until later. But anyway, but my thing that first came to mind when I read your I loved that little it was just cute. It was a cute little video, and it was like having our own little video show.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was real cute. But the first thing that came to mind is that I feel like I've gone from thinking of myself as a toad. It wasn't that bad, but thinking of myself as a toad to you guys always thinking of me as a princess, and now I'm starting to think of me as a princess. And I think that's the biggest thing, that if I do something wrong, it's not, oh, Betty, you blankety blank rotten person. It isn't like that at all, that I don't go there. It's like, oh, you fall out of bed, you get up. You stumble,
Oh,
you go straight. And that is what the biggest thing about this program has been, how I think about myself. I love that there's 50 pounds off. I love that I've kept that part off. I love that part. But that's not the important part. The 50 pounds didn't say you're a toad or you're a princess, but you guys have always backed me on that. And you've always called me when I said something, which I didn't. There's time I call myself something I don't even think is derogatory, and you guys say,
we
no,
all
no.
You wouldn't say that
So
to any
it's,
of us. You wouldn't say that to your good friend or that little girl that's still inside.
yeah.
So
Would I say that to my grandchild? No. Would I say that to? Would I say that to a bus rider sitting there in the bus station waiting for the bus to
total
come?
stranger, right?
No, no, no. I
so
would
so
not.
your journey, you're looking back, seeing that your self-esteem has changed.
Exactly. Yeah. That
How
Big time.
that that that
how cool is that?
that I'm as worthy as everyone around me, not less than.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's the
Wow.
first thing that came in. But I mean, I've learned a ton of
Oh,
stuff,
wow.
billions of
You
stuff.
guys,
But
you know what I love is she said, "Yeah, I lost the 50 pounds and kept it off." Did you hear her just like brush that
Yeah,
off?
that's a nice side bit.
yeah, and I'm still playing with it. I'm still playing with these same 4 or 5 pounds. But you know what? It's not bothering me because it's saying before you would have, I would have been up.
Yeah.
I'm not. They okay. I'm sort of. That's okay. I'm working on other things. I've got several things that I'm working on that are I'm succeeding at. The food will come as I get around to it again. It's come right now. My food is good,
You have wins
not
in the movement
perfect.
call. You have wins in the
Yeah,
movement column. You have wins in the mindset column. You have
yeah,
wins in the
yeah,
environment column. You have
yeah.
wins in all the macro habits, right?
Yes,
So,
that I'm trying to
yeah.
work through, and so yes,
Yeah, just make note of all the wins and all the columns and all, that is a love that the weight loss was completely like, oh yeah, and that too. Because that's not really what matters, right?
yeah,
I
because
love I love
and
that.
that's what we started out. I mean, I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
we because I haven't heard a single person since I've been here in 3 years say, "Oh, I didn't come to lose weight." I have never heard a single person. I just came to lose. Just give me the diet. Tell me what to do. Don't bug
Yep,
me with the other stuff.
yep,
And that it's yeah,
yep. I got 3 people right now that want to do that to me, and I'm like, oh, you guys, you don't know what you're doing.
yeah.
Oh no, you don't. Anyways, it's still a challenge for people, but they'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
I gotta leave just shortly, but Jolene, who wants to go next, or who has to leave?
Well, I don't have. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I
You
don't
want to
have
go,
to go.
Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, well, I can totally relate to Betty, what you just said. And I haven't been actively on many calls lately. For the last, really 6 weeks or 2 months, I'm just never, I'm not home a lot, but that I think's going to change. But just being on here today for this short period of time, already I'm feeling better because I woke up in not a good space. I just, Blasville. But just again, getting on here and then listening to my friends here, it's
The
just
power of
uplifting.
people.
It's
Power
just
of people.
uplifting. So the biggest thing, and the weight's the thing. The weight, I like Betty, the 52 pounds, and I'm kind of just there, stay there. Um, and that's fine. I'd like to lose 10 more, I think, but I am so happy with what I have done because I feel better. But I got to the amount, the difference it makes me feel getting on and listening to you on Wednesday is that's just the biggest thing. That just is always uplifting and gives you energizes me for the rest of the week. It just does. So I've just got to get back on track and do it consistently like I was before. And things I think have slowed down because all these grandchildren events, there's a pause here now with baseball and so yeah, I just gotta
Get back.
regroup my priorities and be sure I get here. I
Yeah.
tried last week when I was driving to Spirit Lake to see my sister, and my phone wouldn't do it. I was driving during noontime, but
Yeah, those is always the
my phone
reception,
wouldn't do it. So I don't know. I gotta check that
but
out
see, your
too.
heart was in it, and your priority is your grandkids and your sister and your family, and you are more, and you are doing more things, so that's wonderful. And yes, when you can, obviously, take this time for yourself because this
Yeah,
builds you up, and then you have more to give
yeah,
to the others in the
Yes.
family.
yeah. And when I was gone this morning, and it was a good place to be gone. And I got home a little late because I stopped to get a few groceries. But I was thinking with this, and I don't want to. I had a thought that I've been doing and doing and doing for others, and I'm not, and that's good. I like to do for others, but it was like today when I was driving home, I was like, you should just take a break and do me,
Mm-hmm.
um, put me first instead of everybody else, which I like to do things for others and I like
Yeah.
to follow others. So don't
But
get me wrong there. But it's like maybe just
yeah, you
off,
need to put
set
the
me
oxygen
a
mask.
day of
Yep.
priority, maybe
Yeah,
or something.
you need the
Yep.
oxygen mask on you so that you're rejuvenated so you can go
Yeah,
on to help others.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
thank you for
you've
doing
actually
that.
just put into words what your body's been telling to tell you, and you're listening, and you're here,
Yeah,
and that's
you're
a
here.
huge win.
So
So
yeah,
that's good, Julie. It's good to hear you say it, though. We all have to come to that realization ourselves. Have to take care of yourself. But that's beautiful. The way you expressed it is perfect. It's
Yeah.
it's really that simple sometimes. Not easy, but simple.
yeah, yeah.
And
So
Kathy, did you have something you wanted to share, or are you just listening in today?
Is there two Kathys or let's
No,
see.
you're the one for today. There's another one,
Hear
but she
me?
ain't here.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Oh,
you.
okay. I have a lot of things that has changed in my life. I started out with the Optavia with Amy Michelle. I was at a crucial point in my life, being on Ozempic, and my health was like really bad. I had to get off of Ozempic. And it's just like, where do I turn? It was a shock to my system because it was chemicals, and not healthy. And so I started doing my Optavia and spending money on it. And I have two girls that were watching my money. They think I spend, frivolously because I'd gotten money from the sale of a land in Colorado. So they come zooming in and monitoring me so that I would have money later on and I'd spend it
Well,
all.
we appreciate that too.
Yeah. And so I kept getting, well, you need to stick to it. If you're going to spend this money, stick to it, all the
Well,
time.
there is
And,
that.
so I was getting pressure. And I know Amy Michelle always says, your five friends or whatever could be the worst enemies, as far as discouraging you. And I felt like I was getting discouragement and like they didn't trust in what I felt was a good program because they didn't know anything about it. Well, my older daughter, started looking into it. And she now she's helping me a lot. She bought me a scale for the all that, and they're helping me. They're just helping me now. They I had my granddaughter come over and get it started, the scales. So now I'm getting more involved in my body chemistry, as far as BMI, and that's that. So I'm getting more and more involved. I got their support now. My other daughter is not solely convinced about going real strict, but she is getting the shakes to help her, and
For
she's
herself.
got a scale.
Wow.
So you know what's going to happen. And my older daughter's very a perfectionist, so she sends us stuff all the time to keep us enthused, and she's a real stickler. So she's probably what we'll need, because 71 to understand what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
But
like Amy said, you're not new at it either. So
yeah.
But see, now you're getting the support, and really that's part of each one of us, the health journey. We're actually learning to support our body.
Yes.
One of the things that they said on Monday night, and these are guys that have been doing the program or whatever for years, coaches and that, but scientifically what they said was interesting is our default in our body is healthy. Our body wants to feel good. Our body wants to get the rest. Our body wants to heal. And just something they didn't mention, but just a little thing, like you get a paper cut and you can't not let it heal. I mean, it's what it does. I mean, and then scientists now they've taken the genome and the DNA and genetics, and they're trying to figure out why we age, because that was the biggest mystery for so long. The body regenerates itself, and that's what science has known. So healthy is the default. And so if we learn to support that, if we not live the sad American diet, the standard American diet, the sad one, that's, junk food and all this. Our body can't clear it out. Our body doesn't know what to do with chemicals, so learning how to eat and when to eat and what to eat.
Oh, even when
there's a learning curve. And it should, and some of it is, logical and automatic, and we just didn't think about it. That's how but this whole process is scientifically researched and can be, written out in mathematically and in a book, and it is. And then we all have, our own bodies have its certain variations, but we're learning to work with. We are our own support system. So showing up here today is huge, and I appreciate that, Kathy, that you're even here and you're back on and you're getting some support. Some areas that you didn't think you ever would, so you never know, right?
That's right. I figured they'd find
and like Jolie said, you feel better coming here, just getting encouraged. You're not alone. And none of us are alone. So anything you wanted to add, Sharon, from Monday night or wins of the week?
Well, I was just a little bit about my story. Like, I was the sugar-aholic in the closet kind of gal. Didn't want to share it with anybody else. Saw no reason to do that. They didn't need it. I needed it. Exhausted. Really, whether it was exhaustion from trying to, Jolie or whoever was talking, but really trying to please others, and not take care of myself. Do be there for everybody else, but not for yourself. And I had a lot of good habits going on, but just I thought I did, but now I didn't have any structure before. I'm just gonna say I didn't have any structure to my, start. besides getting up and taking a shower and going to working out and going to work, the structure was, no structure in eating and
Yeah.
what to eat, and how to fuel my body. And so structure has just been such a difference. But I always go back to the I love being on because I love like Monday night. I love to hear, or even the wind calls, something that just
Mhm.
resonates with you. And one of the ones that I've written down lately is health is not by accident. It's intentional.
Mhm.
Love
You
that.
know,
Love that.
it
Yeah.
just doesn't fall in your lap.
And
No
the
matter,
whole system around us is designed to make sure that it does not, so that you have to get sick and go to
so,
support the medical system and the pharmacies and
yep.
big
Um,
pharmas. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
on
So
all the
we're,
macro habits, just learning something in all the macro habits. I mean, just
yeah.
small things, that I not never realized were important before.
And that's why I love what Amy said too, that, happy health habits isn't going anywhere. That's always been,
Yeah.
that's who she is, but that's why we're here, because we're learning our healthy habits. And I wanted to do a little exercise. I mean, if someone has something else, jump in. But if you
But I mean,
have,
I was, um, definitely exhausted, fatigue, you know, brain fog, all of that, you
totally
Yeah.
know,
relate.
Yes.
and,
Yes.
I, with that structure, eating every 2 to 3 hours and,
And not have the
keeping that
sugar
blood
brain
sugar stable, the
too.
cravings,
Mhm.
if I have something, I at least know how to handle it. You know,
That's it. We got the
I mean, with all the
tools.
tools that, with all the tools we got, like, okay, what, it's all related to emotions,
Yeah.
so, I mean, the program can help anybody, whether it's just one item you want to work on or you want to work on all of them, but,
Yeah.
But I like too, it like Betty said, uh, you're not so hard on yourself anymore. Used to, I just will give up. But in this program, you're enthused so much, and every little thing is a win. And that's what's nice. You don't have to condemn yourself so much. I
Yeah.
like that part of it. And if you do say, like you said, something derogatory, which I tend to do too, because I've always been hard on myself, and they say,
Yeah.
no, don't even think that way. And so it starts turning you around. Yeah, I am doing good,
Yeah.
and not getting that hole.
Yes.
So,
It
Thank you for
does.
saying that,
uh-huh.
Kathy, because that's exactly the exercise I wanted to do.
Oh, really?
About, yeah, really. And each one of you mentioned something that relates, perfectly. And it's part of how our brain is designed. There's this thing that's called negativity bias,
Mhm.
where the brain naturally looks for what's wrong, what's danger. Our brain isn't designed to keep us happy. Our brain is designed to keep us safe.
Mhm.
So, for example, what do you see here? What do you focus on?
the black,
I
what
see
is
a
Black
white
dot.
paper with a black mark on it.
Ooh, thank you for saying the white paper, because this black is like not even 1% of the whole page,
Mhm.
right? Well, look at all this beautiful white space, but our
Mhm.
eyes tend to go to the spot. It's called spot the dot, right? See
Mhm.
what's ugly, see what's icky, see what's wrong. So
Yeah.
if you have a pen and paper handy, we're going to do, instead of focusing on the dot, we're going to retrain our brain. If you have just pencil,
If
pen,
we have a
paper,
brain,
Oh, yeah.
no, we're just going to see a little exercise and just draw yourself in the middle. Just stick figure, nothing. Little, big, whatever comes, you draw it. Yeah, if you got to run and grab one, that's fine. And now just put you in the middle, just you. We're not going to analyze the drawing at all. It doesn't matter. And then now around you, go ahead and draw or write just all over the page things that make you happy. Every time you were happy before, maybe it was when I was a kid, I was outside playing, or I play with my grandkids, or I want to take up sports. Pickleball. I hear everybody talking about pickleball.
Mhm.
Or, a cuddly puppy. I grew up, my mom raised dogs, so we always had pets. Maybe you have a cat sitting right there. Whatever makes you happy or has made you happy. We're going to take a minute. I'm going to put a little timer on.
Okay.
Family that makes you happy, food that makes you happy, sports, activities, friends, whatever makes you happy. Reading the Bible makes you happy. Sharing something with others makes you happy. There, I gave a bunch of ideas, but you just keep going. I'm putting a stopwatch on. Hopefully, in our moment of silence, you don't hear the neighbor's 14 dogs barking right now. I'm going to close the window. Maybe flowers make you happy.
Mhm.
Maybe the beach. Seeing the sunshine makes you happy. Seeing the autumn leaves turn. Seeing the big fluffy snowflakes fall. Whatever makes you happy, whatever feels good, right? It could be big things, it could be little things. The day your child was born, the day your grandchild was born.
Mhm.
Whatever makes you happy. All right, that was 1 minute. All right. I didn't scribble on that while I was talking because I should have, but I have my page from the other day. I did this exercise the other day. I learned this. Does anyone have a bunch of blank spaces or is it kind of full? What's your page looking like, feeling? Empty or full?
Well,
Full?
Full.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Full.
yeah. All
Full.
right.
Yep.
So now imagine I'm coming in with my big Sharpie and I'm gonna put a big black dot on your page. Where do you want it to go?
Forget it.
Yeah.
Right? Thank you. You're telling no. No to that spot the dot. See, when we focus first on the good, look at all the good around
Mhm.
you. Look at 1
Yeah.
minute, 1 minute,
Yeah.
you filled a page of so
Yeah.
many good things, and you're in the middle.
Yeah.
So remember that when you're thinking you're the frog and not the princess, or
Nonsense.
when
Yes.
yeah, when you wake up just feeling yucky gucky in the morning and blah, I don't know what's
Yeah.
wrong. And,
Yeah.
and look at this page. In 1
Yes.
minute, you filled a page of good, happy things. So start with that. And what a good thing to start with in the morning. And maybe at night, you can add a couple more. What am I grateful for? What makes me happy? Maybe you give it extra little details. Oh, yeah, that time we went this year on vacation to this place. Maybe it's super specific. Maybe it's really general. Doesn't matter. But you have so much capacity for feeling happy for feeling good about yourself. And when someone wants to bring in the black hole, don't let them, don't get sucked in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and usually that someone is ourselves, because when we start with a negative, I'm sure you could fill a page with the negative. But start
Probably.
with the
Yeah,
positive. Start with the happy things.
yeah, that works out.
Because this is so much part of our health journey. Every one of you mentioned how it makes you feel now that you're taking a little bit better care of yourself, now that you got a group that is supportive, now that you know, gotten the knowledge, you've got the tools, what to do. Big whoop for the 50 pounds. Great. Thank you. Love it. But I'm finally getting to be me. This is who I am.
Yeah,
Isn't that neat? Simple, simple.
that's nice. Yeah, that is nice. It's a good way to look at it. It really is, because we need this. Like, okay, I'm the princess in here, but I'm saying pulling weeds. Well, I love to pull weeds. You get
Right?
dirty. Okay, I don't mind. I like that. Petting puppies. That was a good one. Just swimming. Walking through water. Just walking in the water, just
Yeah.
feels good.
Or just looking at water, you know, a
Yeah,
lake, a stream, the ocean,
yeah.
a
Any of
fountain.
that. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, just looking at water in motion is so
It's so
relaxing
good.
and healing, you know,
Good.
and playing in the dirt, even if it's weeds, it doesn't matter. You're being grounded, getting
Yeah.
in touch with the earth. I mean, literally, that's how God designed us and take care of the earth. No wonder it's so regenerative and rewarding. And, you know, we have the back aching if we've been bending over too long. So everything in balance, in proportion. But yes, all the things that make you happy. I was blown away that I filled a happy page in a matter of minutes. So just do this little
Yeah.
exercise whenever and keep this paper and look at it tonight.
Yeah.
And
That's a
remember, why do I want happy, healthy habits? And we're going to retrain our brain to look at all the happy things and how my habits make me feel. Happy, healthy habits. Then we can habit stack. Another happy on top of another happy. And that
yeah.
keeps them anchored in, makes the happies stay longer.
And if you look at everything you've got there, you can connect it to something else in that. And then you look at this one, you can then connect it to something else and connect it to
Yeah.
it's,
And
really, it just ripples out. It's like your
it
water. It
does.
just keeps
And what
rippling
we're
out.
doing is we're rewiring the pathways. Yes, we have good memories, we have good
Yeah.
feelings connected with them, happiness, gratitude. But
Yeah.
the more we go back to those, the stronger that connection stays.
Yeah.
That happens with the negative too. We write neural pathways if we go down, spiraling down in the toilet thoughts.
And
Mm-hmm.
Hit
and we
flush and walk away. And
Other.
then come over here and look at your page again. Because sometimes we just can't think of nothing when we're in the black hole.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you're
But if you
there.
have it there, then you say, black hole be gone. I have happy thoughts. And it's not ignoring what's happening. Obviously, we want to process whatever emotion comes up
That's
at the
it.
time. But the capacity we have for happy, healthy habits. And we sometimes just need little reminders and support group. Big hug.
Yeah, because
Everybody here deserves a big hug.
that's what we need. We need our support
That's
groups.
right. And high five, high 10. So anyway, I just wanted to share that and do that little exercise because you all mentioned something related with that. And that's part of it. And that's part of the health, like Amy is saying, the 6 inches between. We're working on that too.
The feedback that I always get from my one daughter is choice. It's you that has to change. It's you that has to make a good choice.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then there's consequences, not from anybody or anything. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And responsibility. They say I always tend to blame somebody else about what decision I might make. Well, I am influenced by what somebody says. So it comes up to that. But I have to own up to my own responsibility. It's not anybody else's fault or anything. It's mine. So I have been
Yep.
really working on that.
Very good. That's so true because I mean we can have the black dots that pop up in
Yeah.
our thoughts.
Yeah.
They sometimes I don't know where they came from. They just come sideswipe us.
Well,
And usually bad things happen and then it gets
yeah.
us negative thinking. But we do have a choice. And if we have it written down, it's easier to come back to.
Mhm.
But we're helping our brain stay healthy
Yes.
and which then helps our body stay on the path to health.
Well, I moved into a condo and I live by myself. And I always said I don't like living by myself. I don't really like to be by myself, you know, because I'm the enemy.
Right.
And uh, my daughter says, of course, she's a perfectionist in housework, and I'm not. I've had to juggle about what I can, as you get older, what you can do and what you can't. And that was hard for her to accept for me. And that was a pressure to me. And so I've learned, well, she commented, she said, like, if I don't get everything done, because I live in a little small place now, she said, what do you do? Just sit around thinking of negative things all day? I said, yeah, pretty much, you know.
Not
And so,
anymore. Because you
and
know where to be
watching
Wednesdays
TV.
at noon. We're going to talk about happy, healthy habits and
Yeah,
what things we can work on. Yes,
yeah. See,
always.
always
And like
hope.
you said, there's the big choice that comes with it. And there's
Yeah,
positive consequences and there's negative consequences. We get to choose.
right.
So, how
Yep.
did
Yeah.
you feel about the exercise today, Jolie? How do you feel about what you
I,
wrote down,
I should leave this
Drew?
right by my bed. So those mornings when I do get up,
Hmm.
um, yeah, because I sometimes wake up and there is, um, I just don't think of anything good. I just
Yeah.
have those days where it's just, but if I have this by my bed, I just keep going. I've got a, I got a page full here
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
beautiful.
of good
Yeah,
things. So I
I
just
love it.
gotta,
So,
yeah,
so just, with your like whatever in the morning, however you feel when you wake up, just, take your deep breath because you usually yawn as you're waking up and as you're putting your feet on the ground, just, do you check how am I feeling? What am I thinking? Just observe it. Don't have to
Yeah.
judge it. And then, yeah, look at your happy
yeah, yeah.
page. And what a way to start your
It's
day.
a
Awesome.
good new tool to try. Yes.
Yeah. And how did you like that, Sharon? Or how do you feel about your happy page that you jotted down or drew or wrote?
Well, it's just a really good reminder,
Yeah.
a good exercise because we don't always, the negative seems to come up first, but if it does, learning how to switch that really quickly.
Yeah,
That's,
we're training ourselves.
yeah. And
Yeah.
that's, Dr. A has said that a lot. I mean, how can we switch it,
Yep.
because the longer we stay in it, like you would say, the drama triangle, I mean, it can ruin our whole day, our whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One little thing could ruin the whole day.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be that
So,
way.
yep.
Yeah.
Good
So
point.
having that list handy would be probably in my pocket or some,
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you feel about it, Betty? Were you surprised at how quickly you filled the happy page?
No, I was because I know that, but my thing is I wake up and it's like for a long time, my knee would hurt or whatever, but now it's like if I wake up and my knees, I just automatically. We're saying, what do you do automatic? When I wake up, the first thing I do is I just rub my knee. I tell my knee how I'm going to take care of it today. I'm not going to, I'm
You're not gonna bully
obviously
it.
5 pounds is going to abuse it. So you have to think
Mhm.
that how I will take care of it today. And I just gently rub it. And then my therapist said, I really, and this is good for anybody and everybody, get it like a paintbrush, but get the real, the soft thing. And I got a small one that's only 3 inches, and I rub my legs. And so I do that in the morning, and it gets, and from like my daughter, she had the mastectomies. So it's good for her to
more
do her
lymphatic,
shoulders.
dry
It
massage.
really,
Fat
yeah,
brushing.
it really works. And you're saying kind things to your knee. It's like,
This is
I'm going
gentle,
to take
right?
you. Yeah, I'm taking
Yeah.
care of you today, knee. And you know what? My knee doesn't hurt when I do that. If I forget to do that, because it's like, whoa, will we make it to the bathroom? Yes, if we hurry. Then you've already put pressure on it, and stuff. You got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
That's a good, I like how you said that's one of the things that if you don't
yeah,
do that, it's just become a
so,
habit, a good,
or
happy habit.
it's my
Awesome.
shoulder. You talk. Oh, you're doing good today. You don't hurt that much. We're going to do some exercises. You're going to feel better. Just a couple of
Yeah.
minutes
I'm here
talking.
to take care of you.
Yeah,
You got one
and
body and you got to live in it. Nobody else
exactly.
does.
And do you want to
Might
be
as well take
crippled
care
and
of it.
all crunched over, or do you want to be as straight as you can and go as
Yeah,
as
and
well
it's
as
and
you
it's
can?
how you treat yourself. So that was a very good tip too. Awesome.
Yeah,
So we're
I
right
do.
at straight up 1 o'clock, and I know I got another appointment coming up. Look how the time
Oh,
flies. See, have so much fun.
Yeah.
So come back every Wednesday, Kathy. So
Okay.
good to see you, Jolie
Yeah.
and
yes, yes,
Betty
sir.
and Sharon. Always awesome support. So
And I
tell your
need
friends,
Jolie's
bring a friend.
address. I need
Oh,
Jolie. I need your address, please. Please
okay.
tell me.
Bye, girls.
Okay.
Been nice.